Once upon a time, there was a man who had 2 sons, and the younger son said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the property." So he divided his estate between them. A few days later, the younger son turned the whole of his share into cash and left home for a distant country, where he squandered it all on reckless living. He had spent it all, and when a time of severe famine fell upon the country, he began to feel the pinch. So he attached himself to one of the local landowners, who sent him to the field to mind the swine.
He would have been happy to fill his belly with the pods the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything.
Then the son came to his senses and said, "How is it that my father has more paid servants than me, who are full and fed and doing well? And here I am starving to death. I will set off, and I will go home to my father, and I will say, 'Father, I've sinned against God, and I've sinned against you, and I'm no longer fit to be called your son. Treat me as one of your paid servants.'"
So he set off for his father's house, but while he was still a long way off, his father saw him, and his heart went out to him. He ran to his father, threw his arms around him, and kissed him, saying, "Father, I have sinned against God and against you. I am no longer fit to be called your son. Treat me as one of your paid servants."
But the father called for one of his servants and said, "Bring me my robe, my best one. Put a ring on his finger and shoes on his feet, and bring me that fatted calf and kill it. And let us have a feast of celebration, for this son of mine was lost and is now found."
And the festivities began. Now, the elder son was
out on the farm, working. And on his way back, as he approached the house, he heard music and dancing, and he called to one of the servants and asked him what it meant. The servant said, "We have killed the fatted calf, all because your brother came home." Now, the older brother was irritated and refused to go into the house. His father came out and pleaded with him, but he retorted, "You know how I've worked for you all these years, and I never once disobeyed your orders, and you never gave me so much as a kid for a feast with my friends. But once this son of yours shows up, you've killed a fatted calf for him." "My boy," the father said, you have always been with me, and everything I have is yours. But how can we help but celebrate on this happy day? For your brother here was dead and has come back to life, metaphorically speaking. Was lost and is found."
This is the beginning.
By whose authority are you acting this way?
Who gave you this authority?
Well, I have a question to ask you. The baptism of John, was it from God? Or was it from man?
If we say from God, he will say, "Then why did you not believe?"
But if we say from man,
The people.
He will be angry. They took John as a prophet.
we
We
do not know.
Then I will not tell you by whose authority I act.
Master, this woman has committed the very act of adultery, and by the law of Moses, she should be stoned.
What do you say about it, Master?
That the one who is faultless shall cast the first stone. Where are they now? Has no one condemned you?
No one, sir.
Nor do I condemn you. You may go. Do not sin again.
Take me with you.
the man they called Judas Iscariot went to the chief priests and said, "What will you give me to betray them to you?" They paid him 30 pieces of silver.
And from that moment, Judas began to look for the opportunity to betray him.